Hey, welcome everyone. This is Three Guys Making Comics, the podcast that goes over the ups and the downs of the comic book creation process. My name is David Omar Lopez, and I am a comic book artist.
Hello, I'm ALberto Doriguzzi. I'm an Italian comic book artist. By day I work, and by night I dive into scriptons, paper, and inks like an old school maniac.
My name is Lech Kaminski, and I'm also a comic book artist from Poland. Not that the other guys are from Poland. No. I'm just gonna share the screen now, maybe.
Sure.
Right. Share. So this is the not this one. Actually, this one has also been recolored. But this week I've mostly spent time on recoloring this page, which I kind of like, kind of don't. I'm not sure. It's just because Alberto and David tell me that the green is okay, is that I accept it. I find it kind of toxic more than natural. So it's kind of leaning into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles too much for my taste. But I'm gonna just believe what Alberto and David say and just go with this hue of very vibrant green. I would prefer the olive one, but it's a matter of taste, I guess. So what I've done this week is recall this page and maybe I'd say improved this one, though you would have to really put them next to each other, like the previous version and the current one, to actually see the difference. And that's all that my time allowed me to do this week. I'm kind of happy that I did anything. So I'm not nagging. I'm just progressing. I'm just pushing this rock up the hill with all the joy of forcing what I want to do against the time that I can spend on it. So I mean that's all for me for this week.
Okay.
It looks awesome. I mean, I'm just analyzing. The color it really pops. So yeah, we all can't get to it as much as we want every week, but it looks pretty good. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it as you let us into your story. I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah.
So first things first, we are using the app Comics Flow. And this is the app we're using to showcase all of our art and also help us keep track of everything that's going on with our projects. You can set up anything you want as far as deadlines. You can have previews that show your pages across each other so you can kind of see the progression, helping your storytelling. And yeah, just log in and try it out, see how you like it. The next thing, of course, I'm promoting a Kickstarter that's going to launch sometime this summer. Right now, we're really prepping all the pages, working as the creative team is flowing colors, letters, and we're trying to get this book completed. And then the Kickstarter launches, and then it goes to print. So take a look at the Kickstarter. It's at this QR code. You can screenshot this, and I'll go down a bit just so you can see it. But that'll take you to our Kickstarter, and click notify me on launch. Again, we're very thankful for the people who have followed up to this point. We'll keep delivering some behind the scenes stuff to kind of show you how it's progressing. And I'm also doing that on my personal Patreon. I am doing kind of design overviews of how I came up with that character in the teaser. There's a design journal one with the initial designs, then there's a two, and I'll just keep every week updating based on the behind the scenes of the creation of this series. I'm really enjoying that, talking about it. And I'm gonna go to my work this week. So a lot of
Yeah.
you out there have seen, and let me go to preview to make it larger. A lot of you have seen the project that me and the guys here on the podcast have been working on, which is a fantasy story. This was one of the pages that was put on socials, and the problem here was that this page was shown about a month ago, maybe even more, and I kind of was stumped on page 4. And if anybody recalls that podcast, maybe episode 3 or 4, I I showed. Well, let's before we reveal that, I showed.
No, preview show only the last one. You can
There you
press
go.
exact.
Yeah, I clicked on the wrong one. So I showed this page, uh, and I was happy with the drawings overall, but a lot of it wasn't working. As you can see, all these pink and green squares. The green squares were the panels I was thinking about how the layout should go, and the pink were just all the issues that were bothering me and I wanted to solve. But then in our last, or maybe episode 4, I went, let me get out of this. I kind of jokingly said, that
Right.
that this was that I pretty much erased the whole thing. I needed to start from scratch because I was not feeling that last page, the one with the pinks and all that. So I honestly did do that. So it was half joking, but also the fact that, hey, if it's not working and it's causing a lot of issues of how to solve it, try just doing it again from the beginning. And that's what I did with the current work I wrapped up, which was this one.
Super
See.
cool.
So yeah, if you rewind on the podcast or look at my socials, you'll see the old one. I think if you rewind on the podcast, you'll see the difference between. And I don't know if I can move back, but
Press on the
anyway,
image. Okay.
it's fine. So anyway, if you remember the one I had all the pink stuff on it, it's pretty much the same thing. The the main character, the protagonist, chopped up one of the zombie skeleton fantasy warriors, and now he's taking care of the other guys that are left. And instead of kind of going like panel, 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 I just kind of went like, you know what? Let's have a shot of the two guys kind of being scared that the other guy got messed up, and then have our protagonist just kind of have one big shot where he just goes crazy. A lot of speed lines, a lot of energy. The reader can kind of put together that, yeah, these guys are kind of getting chopped up too at the same time. And then we have our aftermath panel where you can see the bottom where some of these dudes are hanging out. And of course, leading into the progression into the next page, which will be a big reveal of a monster. And I added the growl sound effect here as the
Super
majority
cool.
of the panel, and just our protagonist pretty much seeing something that probably shocking him for the first time. So overall, I think even though I had more storytelling with multiple panels and kind of, making the action take several beats, I think just having a big splash moment where the reader can put a lot of, just based on the energy, they can put a lot of the in between of, yeah, this guy's moving that big spear around and breaking these guys in pieces. And I think last thing I'll say is that um, this is a little bit different than what I usually do. It's not as my stuff is more like solid ground, nothing kind of flying in the air. This is more again like trying to do more of the effects that I see in a lot of cool comics that are kind of using a manga influence. And of course, Alberto here, I have to give him props because a lot of the structure, like the smaller panels here, and even the sound effects, that's just from seeing his Rocket Golf pages and being inspired by what he's trying out and experimenting with. So overall,
Thank you.
I'm happy with this. I'm also happy that I got to page 4 because that was a big deal for me. And yeah, that's where we're at. So I'm gonna stop sharing for now.
It's super cool. And we saw the page after from Lech last week, I think, right? I think you show it, right, on the podcast.
We did show it. We did show it. I'm just not sure if it was last week or the previous one.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you go back one episode, you'll see what happens after that growl, which is a humongous jaw going into that protagonist that you've seen in my pages. And that's how we're working. We're trying to just work on a long story and kind of see how we meld our styles together.
Yeah. That one was such a joy to draw. Like I really enjoyed that.
You dropped the gauntlet down. Sorry to interrupt, but you dropped the gauntlet down and said, "Okay, David, you still have page 4 to do. So here's an awesome shot." Maybe that. So I'm gonna thank Lech too. Sorry, I'm gonna thank Lech too because he did such an awesome 2-page spread. I'm like, my page goes before that, so it better kind of be as good as that. But yeah, sorry to interrupt, Lech. Go ahead.
No, that's all. Yeah, I just love drawing monsters. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw an opportunity to just grab a piece of all the best things really: dinosaur / zombie skeleton double page splash chum. Love it. Like this is the best page setup I could have imagined, and that's why I grabbed it so eagerly.
It's cool. I love it too.
Very
I mean,
awesome.
it's the point of making comics, right? To draw cool stuff and love action, right?
Right.
So my point here. Okay, let's share. Let me know when you see something. Do you see?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Now today I finished my comics. So now in Comics Flow, you see it's on the completed section because every page was done this week and I completed it. So let's just go to the let's just preview. Okay, this was last one, but before I'm sharing this and just going a bit back. So yes, I finished my. Let me share. See my notes here. So yes, I finished all my 24 comic pages. I am super happy. Now I will do a bit of general revision because I've noticed a few things that I need to fix it. Like here is some screen tones are missing and some elements are not right. So I want to invest a few hours on it and just fix little things here and there. And after that, because I finished my 24 pages, as I said last week, I decided to add 2 extra pages. I will add. I decided, yes, I will do it. And one of them will be a full page splash. The main idea is to include to add a bit more a mystery to the story. And why I choose to make a full splash page, because I saw the page from David, the fantasy page, and I go crazy with it. I think it's super cool. And I said to myself, maybe I also need something very excited for the reader. And listening also to the Rob Liefeld podcast and looking around, I mean, in general, what I read on social and everything, I think that my book could use something a bit more exciting, right? Even if the first issue is quite introductory, it's quite introductory as a story. So there isn't so much action as I would like, let's say so. So I get hyped from David's page, and I want to create something cool and full of action. Even there will not be so much action, but a big drawing, right? A big something big and cool. And I want to add here that having friends to share work with each other and to critique each other and to speak about comics every week and during the week, I mean, we just message each other. It's a super nice thing. And I think that everyone should have friends to share comics together because we just support each other, but we also critique each other and comment. and this stuff make you want to make more, will be better. And this is honestly, maybe one of the more valuable thing from GN Pro that has given me, honestly. And I'm very happy to have two guys to speak every week, because this make me pumped, and I want to make more and better, right? I think this is very important. If I would be alone, maybe I wouldn't have finished my pages, honestly. Maybe, yes, but I'm sure I will be late with it, so it's a good thing. That said, this week I showed last page, which is this one, and it was cool because there is this little girl, and you know that drawing kids is always tricky if you think about American comics, especially when you think of John Byrne kids. You know what I'm thinking about, right?
Yeah.
If not, just the point is, it's not an easy task, and also for me. So I drew this face. I was almost happy with it, and I show it inked to the guys, and Lech told me that the face was just expressionless. So I said to myself, okay, let's just think about it. And I showed the image also to my daughter and two other girls, and I listened to the comments and everything. And at the end, I just decided to change it a bit. So I will just show you also here. Just from, this is the sketch. Perfect sketch, right? Nice kid. And this is just the faces. And yes, as you can see, the face just changed a bit. Oh, sorry, here and here. Now she speaks, so the mouth is open, and I try to make her face a bit more sad, because she said something sad, so it's perfect for the situation. And I think it's better now. It's more. It still looks like a kid in some way. I'm not completely happy with it, and I think the body position and the panel position is just not very strong. And you need to remember that this is last page of my comic, so I need to end strong, right? So I will add the text, which will change and maybe make the page also the kid more right. But if after I will go to all pages and make the fixes and arrive to the end and see that I still don't like it, maybe I will change it again, but we will see. I think that the bubbles and the text and the dialogues will make the page stronger, and it will work better. But if in the end I will see that still as a last page it will not be so strong, I think I will just try to find something else. So this week my week schedule will be at least sketches, the new pages, and start with the pencils. I don't think I will end them, because in the meantime I want to also add the texts and checks if everything is right. And I need to start also on the cover, which I have an idea for, but we will see. And yes, that's it's all. Stop sharing.
I just want to, so before we wrap up, I just want to, I've already said it multiple times, but congratulations, Alberto.
Thank you.
I know you're going to try to add some more content there, because of course we talk about how the story also tells us what it needs. So if it does need a little extra, that's your choice to do. But just getting to page 20, is it currently 24 or 22?
24, yes, it's 24, yes.
24. I mean, that's even beyond the 22 standard. So a big props to you. And we look, like you say, you look to us for advice, but we look to you because you're actually we're in the 10s and the teens trying to get stuff done, and you're up there in the 20s. So really awesome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm very happy. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, in terms of the workload that you provide, it's crazy. It's inspiring, but it's also crazy.
Yes, I'm a bit destroyed, as I told you. I need to sleep more.
He did say he's a screen tone maniac. So
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they are everywhere, as I told you many times. They are everywhere. Also
Yeah.
in my shower 2 times. That's it to wrap up in here. So it's everything. Okay, let's stop it. Okay, so
Yep.
that's all for today, guys. Exactly. Cheers again. So as usual, people, read more comics, love your pets, like and follow us on socials, and we will see you next week with episode 7. See ya.
Ciao.
Bye. Ciao.
Bye.